and for the 40th time this year, it's Sunday session time on Russell Hill's Country Music Show with a chap who's pretty local to Express FM. He's from Chichester and he recently released his debut album. So I'm going to hand the mic over to the one and only Oakville Pete. Fabulous way to start your session, Oakville Pete, with City Life. And that's the title track of your debut album, isn't it?
It certainly is, yes.
Yeah. Now, I remember when you gave me a copy of City Life. It was during the show, and I'm glad I ran downstairs to meet you because it's a splendid album.
Thank you very much, Russell. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
Now, can you introduce us to the members of your band?
Yeah, we've got Steve here on lead guitar. And Chris is standing in for us this afternoon because unfortunately Mark is not very well and he's tucked up in bed with a nasty abscess. So hope you're listening, buddy, and I hope you feel better. So Chris is standing in on the bass for us today. So.
Well, you all create a wonderful sound, got to be said.
Thank you, thank you.
And how long have you all known each other?
Well, we've actually known each other for quite a long time, actually, years. Steve and I go back probably 15 to 18 years.
Wow.
Musically, as it were, you know. And I've probably known Chris about 10 years, I guess. So, yeah. And Mark, him and I go back probably 20 odd years. So.
Blimey.
Yeah, so it's good buddies. Good buddies. So.
Now, when you first started playing, Pete, Buddy Holly, Hank Williams and Johnny Cash were massive influences, weren't they?
Yeah, Billy Fury.
Yeah, I saw a video of you doing Folsom Prison Blues at one of your recent gigs. You must do plenty of other Johnny Cash songs as well.
No. Oakville
really?
Pete. Yeah, Oakville Pete is basically all self-written. It's the project is, as it were, is to. I've got all these songs that I've written over the last 35 years, and I finally decided that, you know, time's waits for no one, so now's the time to hopefully get them all down and recorded, and with the help of some good friends, we get together and into my Sleepy Hollow studio and put them down and hopefully, you know, come up with a winning formula, shall we say.
Now, looking at your website, you've been involved with plenty of bands, the Renegades, the Crawdads, the Detours. Would you say this is your strongest lineup?
It's the one I'm having most fun with at the moment. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, each thing. I mean, the Renegades. My first band was what can I say? Kind of a rock and roll rockabilly covers band.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was like the Oakville Tune Wranglers, which kind of kicked it all off for me in as much as country music. That was great. We had a good run with that, and yeah, there's others, and of course the guys are all in other bands as well. So you know, sometimes it's a struggle getting everybody together, you know. But you know, when we do, it brings a smile to my face, which is really good. So.
But by having your own band, it gives you that chance to play your own material, which is what you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love doing covers. I mean, I sing for a band that Steve's in, the Diamonds, and Chris actually plays bass for the Diamonds, local rock and roll band. Sadly, the lead singer Dave passed away, and so I kind of sort of like, you know, I wouldn't say stepped in to fill his shoes, as it were, because that wouldn't be the way to do it. So yeah, every now and again we get together. There's a big festival down in Bognor that they have back to the 60s. And we've headlined that a couple of times, and it's, you know, it's all good fun.
And you're playing the acoustic guitar today. You also play upright bass as well, don't you?
I do, yeah, but unfortunately today I can't do both at the same time. So like I say, Chris has stepped in, and bless him, he's
sounded great. Got to be said, Chris.
he's not had long on the double bass. So.
And what made you take up the double bass?
Trying to find a good double bass player.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, I say trying to find a good double bass player, one with the same frame of mind as me, in as much as doing just self-written songs. You know, some people want to just go out and do the covers, which is great. You know, I mean, I've been there and done that myself. You know, so, and it's good fun. But also, it allows me to put songs together in my little studio, and then I can give it to the guys and say, look, here guys, I've got this new song, have a listen, and then come over, and then they just add their little magical touch to things. So it's, yeah, it's great.
I also read on your website that back in the 90s you evolved your sound for the line dancing circuit.
Yeah.
Are you still tinkering with your sound to this day? Are you still evolving as an artist?
Always, yeah, always. I think any musician, like I said earlier, that you know, some of these songs I wrote probably 25, 30 years ago, but they're nothing like what they were written. You know, my kids, I've given them copies of some of the rearranged songs that oh no, Dad, I prefer the slow one, you know, because they're like slow love songs, and I think, yeah, okay, a love song's nice, but let's beef it up a bit, so you just change things around.
Well, speaking of your sound, let's have a look at your gigs. March of this year, you played at the Royal Oak in Bognor Regis. October last year, you played at Bognor Fenia at the Waverley in Bognor Regis.
Yeah, Bognor Fenia, yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of fun down there.
Brilliant. Bognor Fenia is a local charity, which is it's all about helping local families and, you know, things like that. And they do quite a few things through the year. And, you know, we've been lucky enough to be sort of like asked to, you know, put on a show, as it were. So we've got another one to do for them actually this year in November.
Great.
So yeah, that's good. And we also done the Bognor Rocks last year, which is a big festival.
Wow.
They kind of closed down the front of the town, as it were, and everybody gets up there. And again, you know, it's generally aimed at local bands and musicians, and it's the
That's a great event.
Yeah, it's brilliant. We got a brilliant spot last year. I think it was about 7:30, something like that, and there was about 3,500 people stomping around while we were making fools of ourselves on stage.
Blimey.
So yeah, it was good fun. Good fun.
Do you know Terry and Jerry? I reckon you should do a gig with them. They were in session last year. They did 4 sessions for John Peel back in the 80s. I reckon you should get in touch with Terry and Jerry. They're just wonderful, they are.
Yeah. No, I've not heard of them. No. Yeah, if you could pass me on some details.
I will do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to. Like I say, I mean, it's new. I mean, we've done a few gigs and done some publicity. So it is kind of new, and again, you know, I expect it to be possibly a little bit slow on the gig side because it's all self-written material. But I would like to think that, you know, between us, we've created quite a variation on sounds and styles. You know, so you've got kind of like a little bit of hillbilly in there, a little bit of rockabilly, and you know, it's something, perhaps, you know, a little bit of something for everyone. So.
Well, when the Papa Jones Moonshine Band were in session a couple of weeks back,
yeah.
I don't know if you caught their session, but they were wonderful, weren't they?
Yeah, they're great fun, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. Connie's actually played bass for me in the past.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like she said, you know, anybody.
Everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe because they do Viva Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
they did that during their session, shot a video for that, it's now on YouTube as well. Maybe you could do a gig with the Papa Jones Moonshine Band.
Yeah, do a gig with anybody. You know, yeah, it's all about just going out there, and, you know, obviously it's possibly a little bit more personal for me because there are songs that I've written, and obviously, you know, some of them will have a deep personal meaning. But it's yeah, anybody that, you know, likes what we do, then yeah, we'll happily go and play for them.
And any gigs in the pipeline at the moment?
Like I say, we got the one, the other one for the Bognor Fenia. That's in November, and we've got one. I think we got one in October, which is another local one, which is promoting the CD as well for all our local fans down there in the Bognor Regis area. So,
and where is the gig in October?
that's at the Rafa Club.
That's the one.
Is it the Steam?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rafa Club in the Steam.
Waterloo Square.
No, you're going to ask me the date, and I can't remember.
But there'll be details on your
There'll be
Facebook page
details
near
on
the time.
yeah. It'll all be advertised on Facebook and also on our webpage. So, yeah.
Great stuff. Well, we'll talk about your album, your debut album, City Life in Just a Tick. How about another song in a couple of minutes?
Yeah, I'd love to.
That's great. Back with Oakville Pete's live session in just a bit.